Hi everyone, this is Nova Gracious here. I am here today to introduce to you our final year project on behalf of my teammates. The name of our final year project is the Automated Fabric Cutter. So nowadays in small scale garment makers that are the tailors, they face a lot of problem in meeting deadlines and are unable to complete the huge orders in time. The cause for this problem is the pattern tracing and cutting process is a very time consuming process. To reduce the time taken for these processes, our machine will be very useful. The user will simply have to provide input and a pattern to the software, and then the machine will cut the precise pattern on the fabric using a laser. Now, using this machine of ours, the user, that is the tailor, can take more orders and complete their orders within the deadline. So now my friends will help us and explain to us the in detail the project.
I'm Lysandra Fernandez and I'll be explaining about the GUI. The function of the GUI in our project is to take in the measurements entered by the user and to produce a pattern for the same measurements. To do so, the user will have to enter the measurements of the client in this. Our workspace is 39 inches long and has a width of 39 inches. So the pattern that has to be traced according to the measurements given has to be accommodated in this given workspace. If in case the measurements entered do not produce a pattern which will fit in our workspace, then a message indicating the same has to be shown to the user. So to illustrate the same, I have entered length to be 40 inches and after pressing done, this is the message that is displayed, which indicates to the user that a pattern of these measurements cannot fit in the workspace. It may also happen that the user may enter 0 as a measurement. In this case, after pressing done, a message saying enter dimension is displayed. The next case that may occur is that the user may enter dimensions that cannot produce a pattern. For instance, your cross neck cannot be the same as the measurement of the shoulders, nor can the measurement of the straight neck be the same as the length. To illustrate this, I have made shoulders as 7 inches and cross neck also as 7 inches. And after pressing done, a message saying check dimensions is displayed, which indicates to the user that there is something wrong in the dimensions that are entered. And lastly, if the correct dimensions are entered, which can produce a pattern which fits in our given workspace, then a message saying done is indicated and a PNG image of the pattern corresponding to the measurements is saved. This image has to be converted to G-code using Inkscape.
Hi everyone, my name is Shubhat Fernandez and I'm going to explain about the softwares that we have used in this project. From creating a G-code file from the file that we get from NetBeans till sending that G-code file to Arduino using Universal G-code Sender. Firstly, the Arduino is loaded with the Gerbil library so that it can understand the G-code file that we will be sending later to it. This is done by using the Arduino software. Then, the image file that we get from the code in NetBeans is imported into the Inkscape and is adjusted to fit the requirements of the bed, which is 4000 into 4000 pixels. Then using the function of trace bitmap in Inkscape, we are able to get only the borders of the pattern and not the entire image, which is not required. Then using the Gerbil extension installed in the Inkscape, we are able to get the G-code file. This G-code file is then uploaded to the G-code sender and then sent to the Arduino. For simulations, we have used CA-Motic software, which uses the G-code file itself and can be used to check if it will cut the proper pattern or not.
Hello everyone, my name is Lino Diaz and I'll be showing you how the hardware of our automated fabric cutter works. Once the G-code is ready, it is uploaded onto a software. Currently, I am using a software called Laser Gerbil. Besides Laser Gerbil, we can also use Universal G-code Sender. This software sends signals to our Arduino board, which is here, on top of which there is our CNC shield, and on top of which these 1, 2 and 3 are our stepper motor drivers, which drive the stepper motors. Besides this, the board also gives signal to our TTL board, which then gives signal to turn off and on our laser. If you see here, we are at a 0, 0 coordinate. This coordinate can be set in Inkscape. It is very important to set the image in the 0, 0 coordinate, because the machine starts from the 0, 0 point. Now, to understand how a machine works, I will start the program. So, if you see, it sends coordinates in this form. So, as I showed you in the software, the 0, 0 point. So, the system knows that this position that it is currently in is its 0, 0 point. Since we have the image at its 0, 0 coordinate, it has started cutting from there. The switch on and off inputs are given by the computer to the TTL board and then to the laser.